Hello, everyone, and welcome to SOCS episode 51. Woo!
Yeah.
So today we're feeling light and fluffy, as Sid said. So we're just gonna have some fun today, and talk about some fun stuff. So first of all, pretty much everyone and their mother has announced a tour, which is hype because in I think 2 weeks, right? Is it 2 weeks already?
Yes.
In 2 weeks, Sid and I are going to the Permission to Dance concert. I got an hour. I get out of work an hour early. That's the
there
time,
we go.
That's the
all
time
you
off
need.
I got to go to this BTS concert. So I'm super hyped. I've been listening to Fake Love and Boy with Love and Black Swan every day since we bought the tickets. Oh, and Home. And I need to listen to more, obviously, but I'm listening to all the hits.
Man.
What'd you say?
Man.
Oh, yeah, I need to listen to that. And I now know what they're saying in the chorus of Butter. It's like sidestep, right, left, by beat.
Your beat.
Your beat. Okay, got it.
No, well, it's my beat, but I meant your as in like your, but it's mine. Sidestep right, left to my beat. High like the moon, rock with me, baby. Yeah,
I'm so hyped.
You know, we're ready for that. We're ready for their first performance with Meg on the AMAs.
Now we just gotta get ready like we're going to a One Direction concert and get our waxes scheduled.
I'm not even gonna lie. I literally spent like 4 hours in the mall with my best friend buying my concert outfits because I plan on buying tickets for the second day, come hell or high water. We'll see how that goes. But I have outfits for both days.
Does your cousin have an army bomb?
She doesn't, but luckily I know
you have two because I was thinking if she's got one, then I could use the extra one. Doesn't have one.
Yeah, I don't, because she didn't buy hers unless she buys one at the concert, which she very well might. I have the version 3 and the special edition, so you know, if Brittany goes ahead and actually completes her fucking army duty, then I will let you borrow one of mine. Deadass.
Okay. And so then we got announcements for Twice World Tour, Ateez World Tour, and NCT 127 World Tour, which are 3 of our favorites on this podcast. So I am very excited. I've set
Tinies, Onces, and Citizens.
I have set alarms for when the not alarms, but like a notification for when Twice tickets go on sale and for when NCT tickets go on sale. So I am super freaking hyped. When I see Mark Lee in person, it's just gonna be disgusting when I turn into a 14-year-old girl right then and there. I'm gonna be like, Mark!
Well, it'd be like that. Guys, I'm just telling you that our podcast is going to be blessed because why did June post in the middle of us recording? Absolutely one of my favorite things ever. And Jungkook stuck his face in there. I'm accounting because that man never posts anything. Loves of my life. Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
I'm hyped. And I love Favorite. I got Favorite. They sent me the wrong version, by the way. I wanted the tragic version. They sent me the poetic version. But
lame.
I know.
What's the difference?
They're in suits. In the tragic version. This one, they're in.
It's the concept, Skylar. See, you see what happens when you talk to like people who don't have K-pop albums. They don't know the difference between the versions.
Yeah, exactly.
How embarrassing.
I'm just curious what they look. So there are suits on the.
Yeah, on the tragic one.
What's happening?
They're in suits.
The photo shoot concepts are different. And sometimes but what do they themselves?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
so
now that we've established that, what do they look like? Yeah, so what do they look like?
This one's kind of like red looking, and I got the Kinho version, which is like scan it on this app and you get the album. But I already have it on fucking Spotify. I just wanted the photo cards. Let's be real, but it's like this one's like red, and the other one's like blue, and they're in red, and they're in the vampire. But, yeah, love Taeyong, but I really wanted to get Johnny to complete my bias trio collection. So if anyone's got the Johnny equivalent and is a Taeyong bias, let me know. I will trade this one with you.
Me and Olivia had a whole conversation because we are clearly fans of the boys. Love the boys. But how the fuck? Sorry, that was rough. How did Olivia pull my entire bias line in one album? I wanted to like jump through the podcast and kill her. But I won't do that because she's one of my, closest friends. But like, however,
I was cracking up when I opened it.
Playing games.
I got Songyeon.
I
got Sungwoo for bias.
Hongmin,
and Q, and then they gave me an extra photo card of Juyeon.
Literally, I should have fought her. I didn't because we're going to the Permission to Dance concert. No one should die before seeing BTS. That's just a fact. Yeah. And also, like,
we're gonna trade
hard. Exactly. We're gonna have fun. I'm gonna buy some albums while I'm out there. It's gonna be great. But I almost. I thought about it for an entire night. Like, I literally contemplated, and I was, like, messaging her, like, this is sick. I'm sick. I'm feeling very violated. And then the next day, I was just like, so we're gonna have to trade. I'm gonna have to do something about this because I can't sit here and feel, I can't feel this again. Like, I couldn't sleep properly, okay? So we're going to trade. Love Kevin.
I'm getting Kevin. I love Kevin. So
yeah,
it's
love
a win-win.
Kevin. I love Kevin, but Sunwoo is my bias. He needs to come home. Yeah. He needs to come home.
Exactly. I was cracking up, though. I could not believe. I was like, oh my God, I pulled all of Sid's favorite.
It was so, like, I was really sitting. You guys don't understand. I was right here in this very bed, just staring at my ceiling like this. For several hours, just like this. Like, I was really feeling some type of way.
Oh my gosh. So, I'm very excited. I'm gonna see every K-pop group before I see Red Velvet, but it's okay. At least I'm seeing K-pop groups.
So Olivia is shooting for Twice and NCT. I'm shooting for Ateez and Twice. That's my goal. I really want to go to Ateez. I love Songhwa. I love San. I'm just saying, Mingi, that's Bae. Yunho, what a cutie. I just need to see them. Also, I feel like seeing them perform live will be so cool.
Now, when I hear I Can't Stop Me live,
no. You don't understand. What is love?
Oh, I'm going to cry.
I'm literally going to be like, they're going to be so afraid. And they should be afraid.
Better come out in that damn crackhead costume she was wearing in that What Is Love video. I'm expecting it. No?
Like, I literally will be going so hard. I don't care anymore. I honestly don't care. I've already seen the BTS crowds, okay? I'm so excited to be, like, in that Ateez concert, like, what's up? I'm here. No one tell me shit. I'm supposed to be here. I don't care that you're 15. Move out the fucking way. I'm a grown-ass woman.
Yeah,
like, I'm really gonna go for it.
With my job.
With my money. With my job. Like...
Lord.
Yeah.
I know. Skylar's just sitting here, like, ashamed of us. But you know what?
I'm not ashamed. Hey, if it's your group, it's your group. I don't know. Like, I might go for the concert tickets. I might not. To be completely honest with you, I'm not hard pressed to get any of these tickets. Ateez is at the top of my list, and then, like, NCT. But, like, I don't know. We'll see if I feel like it. Is that, like, very loud? I've been to a lot of concerts this year since, like, the pandemic, so I'm just like, I don't know.
This is my first concert since the pandemic.
It's gonna be her first K-pop concert. I honestly feel very proud that I was the one to get you to your first K-pop concert. It's honestly one of my, like, biggest accomplishment.
I'm
I'm
hyped.
excited for you guys though. Like I think it's
My Instagram's
sweet.
disgusting the next day. All you're gonna hear is like me speaking like gibberish.
We're gonna be taking so many pictures of each other simply because, again, I picked out my outfit. I'm going to look so good. So I'm going to be like, Olivia, angles.
We're all the way in the back. Like, what if? Okay, just like you know. Shits and giggles. Jungkook sends the bodyguard to come pick us up.
We should plan this out. You know, I won't be going home. Like,
listen, God.
You know, when June calls, I'm calling out sick the next day. That's all I'm saying.
Skylar's face of disgust and like
no.
her hate for this is so funny.
Of, like crazy scenarios, what was the deal with like Big Hit making a Wattpad?
No idea. I have no idea what inspired that. I've never been on Wattpad ever.
Stop lying.
So really?
You've never been on Wattpad.
Oh yeah,
never been on Wattpad.
It's a mess.
I've never been on Wattpad either.
Shut up. I've been on Archives of Our Own.
Okay, honestly, that's arguably worse.
Yeah, I've been on there, but I'll tell you exactly why. Because I watched Teen Wolf and I was like, I need to read the shit that goes on, because there was that one time where they actually read the fanfics themselves and I was like, that's so weird. So I went on and checked it out. It was interesting.
Are so funny. Like when that news came out, I messaged Sid and Skylar like at first day I was like, that Wattpad better be, get down here, you little whore. There are 7 Korean boys down here to buy your ass.
Shut up.
It's like those One Direction things.
No, Mom. I don't want to go. You're not welcome here anymore, Cindy.
Let's talk about the fact that BTS Universe, the app, already has like animated versions of Wattpad stories, like fanfic stories, and June's seen them. Okay, he has the app. He screenshotted y'all doing the little stories, and he posted them.
That's so embarrassing.
It's so
humiliating.
Embarrassing.
There's nothing short of humiliating.
So, like, I'm already like, y'all are gonna be so embarrassed. Like, delete it.
Yeah. I want to do a fan fiction episode so badly, like you don't even know.
We're gonna do
they're so nasty though.
No, not the nasty ones.
We're not gonna read like the gross
no
ones,
smut,
like
just like stupid stuff. Because
Okay.
like, remember when I found that one Solreen found fan fiction like on Twitter that was like them?
Oh, yeah.
It was just like I read it, Soul can go to Jollibee, and like that was the.
That was like the plot. The whole thing is like their date to the McDonald's of the Philippines. So random, but I love that. Like that's what fanfic creates.
Yeah, no, fanfic should just be fun. They should be like, you know, just, I don't know. I don't make them weird. We don't do shipping of real people here. But
that was definitely a ship one, but
it definitely was. But like, it was funny.
They're fun. I don't know if it was supposed to be funny though. Like that's
it was. I'm sure they were very serious. However, I am not going to take you serious if you're a shipper of real people.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. I don't do that. But I'm not.
We do that weird shit over here.
Yeah.
If
you're a lease
don't think it's right. Like, I'm gonna just say, if you would not appreciate someone being like, you and your best friend are fucking, you're doing that behind closed doors, you can't actually just be friends, then if you would be fine with them doing that to you and your friends, okay, sure. And I'm talking about your platonic friends, not the friends you secretly have a crush on. But like, yeah, then sure. But like, otherwise, you're weird, and you know you're weird. Just saying.
Do you remember? Did you ever watch Bob's Burgers?
No.
Because I stopped watching when like Tina, who's supposed to be like the lovably awkward like little like dot, like she started writing fan fiction about her friends, and I was like, okay, I can no longer find her adorably awkward, and this is just weird.
Yeah, I just think it's
now
weird. like real people are real people. Like I understand because sometimes like celebrities do play into ships and blah 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 off screen, and they're like, oh, we're actually dating, and then it all turns to shit. Twilight, but like I think it's weird because
everyone
it
knows
puts too
Edward
much.
Cullen's a lesbian icon.
It just took like real ships. Just I feel like put too much like strain on real relationships that often aren't romantic at all in origin. And then like, why would you do that?
Yeah, like
that's
Harry Styles and Lucy like don't talk anymore.
Yeah, like that sucks. Like, come on now. We don't want that. We want them to be friends and coworkers and have a good, healthy relationship for as long as possible.
And,
so
man,
let's not.
Have you seen that video when they were asking the guy from the Vampire Diaries, do you think Least Cook is real? And he was like, what the fuck is that?
What? No, they asked him that?
Yeah, it was the guy from the Vampire Diaries, and they're like, do you think Least Cook is real? And he was like, I don't know what a Least Cook is. It was
that's so embarrassing.
Funny. I mean, it's embarrassing.
That's so embarrassing.
It's just so whack because like you have to see these people around, and it's like cool when you don't
want to like interact at all because y'all will read too much into it. Like,
yeah,
I know it's like
cool.
Like ever since like a certain group that I talked shit about and got banned off Twitter for talking about them. They started it because it ended up making them like a
fan
ton of money.
service. I will say that a lot of fan service, especially like in Asia, is kind of catered to like yaoi fans and like fans of BL. And so they play that little game where they be passing the paper with their mouths and they look like they're kissing. That's their prerogative. If they want to do that, sure, okay. But I will say that like if artists themselves, which I've seen K-pop artists do before, if they tell you that it makes them uncomfortable, and you just, completely disregard that and keep going, just know that you're stepping over their boundaries willfully. You are willfully choosing to step over their boundaries.
Yeah.
But back to other news. Let's talk about. Are we talking about
our boy Chen?
We can talk about Chen.
I'm happy for Chen.
Yeah, no, most of the people I've seen are happy for Chen. Yeah. Sky, did you hear about it?
Yeah, he's having another child while he's in the army or something.
Yeah, I know. I thought this man was at the.
Yeah. Well, he's
did you see
healthy.
This is my favorite thing. This can you see this?
I can now. I'm dead. Chen had sex again. Disappointed.
I like how I would just like us to like. I like the cadence. The ellipses. Chen had sex again. ...
Disappointing.
Like I like the ellipses,
Like he only did it twice, and then people are replying like with his own wife. God forbid.
No, literally, I've seen so many tweets where people are like either joking or like. I haven't seen anyone be serious, honestly, like trying to gatekeep this man away from his wife because that'd be weird. Let's keep that in mind.
Remember when Bobby said he was getting married, there were all these people and they were like dead serious, like this is all Chen's fault. I was like, what the?
I'm dead.
You happy?
Get happy and have children and get married, and they have the nerve to be like, this is terrible.
You've got EXO, some of the best looking men I've ever seen in my entire life, and you're expecting them to not be knocking up bitches? That is crazy.
They're also getting older, like I feel like third gen, it's really cool and it should be a happy thing because you grow with them. Like I'm assuming these fans were growing with them, so like you want them to like get married and be, have a normal life,
Yeah, like Chen's like almost like 30, right? Like when you start doing that.
he's like 26, 27.
Oh damn, I can't imagine having a child on purpose.
Yeah, let's be real. That's not it for me currently. But I will say that
rich, though.
Most XOLs were cracking me up. I tweeted about it because I saw one who was like, damn, well, we need to be streaming as much as Chen is fucking because we got to keep them babies fed. And that baby.
Exos have mouths to feed.
They said we have children.
Oh, he's 29. That's normal.
Standard age to get married. Relax. Like, I feel like people
and
are
he
trying to
spoils the shit out of his daughter too. It's so cute.
He loves her. Loves her. It's so cute.
Also, by the way, EXO-CBX, the subunit that's based on Chen and Zen, slaps. So good.
Yeah, we knew that.
Their song Blooming Day is a bop. You would like that song, Tyler.
Okay. So here's what I saw the XOL say. They said, congrats, Chen. Now, XOLs, y'all better get back to streaming as much as Chen be fucking because we got to feed a family with 2 kids now. It was great. I was like, I support that. That's so cute.
That's a good mentality to have, is just to, be laughing about it, having a good time.
Yo, me, when I buy a new BTS album, I'm like, this is going straight to Jungkook's tattoos. You're welcome. I'm like, that's what my money is for. Tattoos, piercings, Bams, gourmet dog food that I'm sure he's eating, his little pads that he pees on. That's where my money's going.
I have a tweet in my drafts. I never tweeted it, but it was pretty funny. It was like 5 red velvet in parentheses 5 millionaires. Money, please, with the little emoji that one. And I said me on an entry level salary. Yes, mommy. Sorry, mommy.
Yes, as you should. You know where my money goes? It goes to June buying baby shoes just because they're cute. That's where my money goes. I'm buying soggy
Pringles.
Exactly. My money goes to Yoongi's alcohol and Jimin's obsession with Chanel and anything Hoseok wears because he clearly be shopping, okay? That's where my money goes. It goes to Jin's video games and his collector editions of whatever he wants from Mario. I don't know, okay? His RJ pajamas. That's exactly where I want my money to go.
Not to a good cause, not to...
They're doing that for me, okay? They're doing that for me. They donate to charity all the time. But me, I pay for my men. I serve them, okay?
I'm their entry-level salary sugar mommy.
Exactly. I work so they
My hands look like this, so theirs could look... Oh my god, this is so pathetic.
And then there's Skylar saying, I'm here for the music and the vibes.
She hasn't bought an album.
Some of us are less delusional than the rest. And you know what? I respect that because I don't respect myself. Okay? I respect that.
I respect it. Y'all, I respect it.
I embraced the cringe and now I'm free.
I respect the cringe, honestly. I'm cringe about
as long as I'm not wearing a foxtail, I feel like it's okay.
I went on a date recently, and let me tell you, I didn't change my phone background, okay? I didn't change my home screen. My phone lock screen, Meg and BTS. You open it up, Jungkook in June.
I can't say the same.
Bam Kook. You look at the back of my phone, I got Bam Bam and Jungkook in the back of my phone. Like, you're gonna know. You're gonna know.
No,
how would they know? I tell them. That's how they know. They know because I don't hide it.
I was talking to this girl at the bar, and I was like, oh, where are you from? And she's like, oh, I'm from Korea. I changed my lock screen so fast.
Traitor. Bam and Jungkook aren't going anywhere. They're in my phone case. They're not going anywhere. Meg and BTS, they're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. Okay?
You shouldn't hide what's in your heart.
No, I changed it to Timothy Chalamet.
Okay, he's in your heart too.
He's still in my heart. It was the picture of him with Larry David. That picture is very much in my heart.
But it's also like you couldn't hide it. Really, if it's like you talk about it like so often, like how could you ever hide that?
No,
like
you could just do a quick Google search.
Well, you just let it be known straight up. Like,
I just told the guy, I was like, yes, I am a fan. And then we saw the Eternals, and when Friends played, I was like, Yes. Yes.
I love that.
I was just like, here it is in the
I mean,
moment.
that's cute though. I think it's cuter if the person lets you like isn't like secretive about it. It's just not something to be like.
No, it's not something to be embarrassed of, but you also like.
It's not.
Okay, but since she was like from Korea, I didn't want her to
Oh
think
yeah,
I was
no,
like.
I get it.
No, you know
I
what
get
I
it.
mean. Like I
No,
didn't
I
want her
feel
to.
you.
Yeah. I get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I didn't want her to
that's
think I
fair.
was like, oh, she's Korean. I'm gonna talk to
Like a
her.
Korean,
Yeah. The guy I was talking to, he was just like, "Oh, those are your boys," and I was like, "Yes, those are my boys." And then we moved on.
Yeah, because then I went to see who she was like following on Instagram, and she like was not following one Korean celebrity. I was like,
ooh,
I don't know. Her music sounds like IU though.
Interesting. Well, yes.
She was on a date with a white man, so it's over anyways.
Well.
Water. Cheers.
That's okay.
Are we gonna talk about Black Swan, or are we not going to talk about Black Swan?
Oh, the bullying scan. Okay, so it was the member. Was it Leah? Is that her name?
Leia.
Now, why she gotta have Princess Leia's name? Anyways, she said that Fatu was bullying her. Nobody bought it, and then Ollie London tweeted, "Yes, Fatu is a bully. She bullied me." And then obviously Ollie London got ratioed per usual.
Oh my god. Because she told him that he needed help. Okay, she was right though.
She was right.
She spilled. No, one thing
Fatu
is gonna do, and I really respect her for this, is tell the truth and tell like her truth. Like she's just gonna say exactly like how she's feeling.
Yeah, she was very honest. Her statement that she gave to was very honest. She admitted any flaws she had. Like she just told, like it was just like the entire truth. And I could
very plausible. Like I could see how if someone was actively, not talking to you and avoiding you, you could feel some type of way. Now, do I think it's actively bullying somebody? No. But
it's protecting yourself.
She was protecting her peace. But at the same time, like I'm sure like when you're part of a group and one member is actively avoiding you, I'm sure that doesn't feel great.
And now, how old is Leia? She's the Maknae, and she's considerably younger. She's probably not going to have, like, I don't know them personally, so take it with a grain of salt. But I imagine she might not have the same emotional maturity as like someone like Fatu. So like if someone is avoiding you, especially when you're like younger, like you might like be like really
it might hurt your feelings.
You're like, oh my god, my feelings. You know what I mean?
We're not here to be judge and jury. So like we can't say who was absolutely in the wrong, who was absolutely in the right, because we don't have like we have a two statement, but we don't have Leia's. And I just will say that like I think it went too far though. Like too many people brought race into it. And I think that was like almost encouraged to a degree while everything was going down when the news first came out. And that's just anti-Blackness at work. And I figured that that's how this would go. Any conflict that included Fatu, that's how it would go. And I don't appreciate that. Like, I honestly think that that's not okay. That's where there's a line, and like a lot of fans crossed it. And yeah, like, I just think, we have to wait to see what the company says, but we have a two statement. And Leia, I mean, she did go around liking and then unliking certain tweets. So that is very shady in my opinion. I just feel like everyone should be straightforward at this point, because it's out now.
Yeah, and
that glass of milk was fucking tipped the fuck over. Like the milk is everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like also like the general K-pop public has like kind of been wanting Fatu to have a lot of drama too, even though she's kind of tried to stay out of it. Like we were talking a little bit earlier about how people kind of were trying to set her up to have some kind of fight with Rakaya, because Rakaya had made a joke about how she doesn't like the Snow app, and Fatu had used it before, and they're like, "This is about Fatu, isn't it?" And Rakata's like, "I don't know this bitch." Now they follow each other on Twitter.
After everything that went down, they're like, follow each other, friends. I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's how, I'm not gonna lie, that's how a lot of the community works. Like, in the US, overseas, when you, like, Black women, I feel like we mostly try to be there for each other and support each other in our endeavors. So I'm not surprised. I hope they collab.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fire.
And I've
Yeah,
seen,
I agree.
yeah, and I've seen people try to set up fights between people before, but I think obviously there was the extra racist element of they wanting to be like her to be like the drama queen Black girl.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
the
like
stereotype.
With Black women, the stereotype of the aggressive Black woman is what they tried to put onto Fatu with this bullying allegation. And I just think that that's completely unfair. It's like, it's racist in origin. And it's also just like a complete stereotype. And I'm really glad that Fatu stood up for herself and was like, here's what really happened. And I'm not gonna lie, family thing, that would have been a ticker for me too. Like, it makes sense is all I'm saying. It was very logical.
Yeah.
It's also with, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you finish.
Okay. Piggybacking off of what Sydney said, it also is like judging from what Fatu said, Leia apparently felt like, okay, I'm gonna come out and say she did this when she's talking on the phone to her friend, and they'll believe me. And I'm not gonna go into detail because I don't want to specify and make it only specific to this situation, but in general, people are more apt to believe the other party instead of Black women. And like, there's like the expectancy that you won't stand up for yourself because they're like, they won't believe them anyway, or I'm gonna come off like aggressive, or like no one's gonna believe me, or people are just gonna stereotype me. So I'm glad that Fatu did, she didn't back down and kind of like came out and said what really happened, because like it really could have gone differently, and typically does, even in like the workplace, because you don't want people to like stereotype you or to like lose opportunities. So like, that's cool. It's just she's in a really hard place because she is no one around her looks like her, and she's in Korea. So people need to be more like, I haven't even seen a lot of people other than Black women say like keep fighting, Fatu. Like,
oh really?
I know you're really hurt right now. Stay strong. Like, people aren't really sensitive or think about the sensitivity of
I've seen
us.
everyone I've seen on Twitter has been on Fatu's, but
Well, they're on her side, but they're not sensitive.
I've seen, a lot of Brazilian fans come forward. And I even saw a discourse about going around where they were talking about the word gringa and how they felt in this situation, particularly, a lot of fans were using it as a placeholder for slurs in like conversation. Yeah, like gringo, gringa. I know what it actually means. I know what it is used for, but it was just a lot of that going around. Like, anyone would say anything like in support of Fatu against Leia. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I don't know how they pronounce it. But yeah, and people were like, just using, I don't know. I saw so much. I was just kind of minding my business. Clearly, I am partial in this. And so I was clearly like, I think that we need to wait to hear from Fatu. I don't know. This was so messy to me. I was like, what are we really supposed to do? Like, Leia never released a full statement. And like, apparently her family or friends went through a fan site.
What the fuck?
Like, I just find a lot of that very shady, especially because so many like large fan sites have been proven to just be like lying or falsifying information, or even just believing, like, even if they do get reports, are believing like unverified accounts of things. Even in other countries, like, scandals happen because someone says something and then it turns out the person's not even from that country, and like they weren't, at a certain place where they said they were. I just feel like we have to be cautious. Again, you always want to believe the victim. in this case, it seemed very accusatory. And again, Fatu was the only person who came out with a real account of events and like a chronological sense to what was going on or what transpired from her perspective. So I'm actually wondering how this is going to like play out. I don't know how big the news is in Korea, but I'm interested to see like what the company comes forward to say. Apparently, like there were some members that were deleting their pictures with Leah and blah blah blah.
Well,
So
I mean,
Happy to see people on her side.
and it sounds
Whatever
like the
happens.
group's on her side too. And
Yeah.
better be, because Fatu is the whole reason why people are paying attention to Black Swan. I hate to be that
I will
person.
say that Fatu is the one with the most attention and the most followers and supporters on every social media platform, which I think in this situation is, again, very rare, and she should be very thankful, because if it wasn't this way, I easily think that she could have lost her career, whether this rumor is true or not.
Definitely. Yep.
But Black Swan, fighting. I'm still rooting for you guys. Whatever
too.
happens.
But wasn't their last comeback called like Negro? Or something
What?
like that?
Actually, it wasn't, but I don't know why that video was named something
It was like the
underscore
Fatu,
Negro.
like the Fatu fan cam was like blah 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 underscore Negro. I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
we were cracking up about it, but also like, okay, but like, why?
I literally like
So-
I read that like 10 times.
I
was,
sent it to Olivia, and I was like, Olivia, am I bugging? I was like, am I crazy?
I could
Alas,
not.
I was not crazy. But yeah, like, I don't know. But I'm
Sure she
rooting for-
feels alone. It's easy
Also,
to
I
feel
love that she's
alone.
wearing her natural hair more recently. That's fire.
I'm sure she feels alone, still in pressure. So I just urge, like, I don't know. There's a lot to be said about the situation. It could go on and on, whatever. But
Yeah.
just happy she doesn't feel silenced and like constantly like people are talking over her, and like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like as Black women, when we're in spaces that don't have other Black women, there's a lot to be said about that. I just experienced that a lot in the past. And it doesn't just happen with people that aren't Black. It happens even within the Black community. It depends on certain situations. So, like, I'm just happy to see a Black woman protecting her peace and speaking up for herself. And I urge people to treat her with, like, sensitivity. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, she's so strong. Like, whatever. We get it. We've heard it a million times. But it's also important to be like, she's probably struggling right now. Fatu has also talked about dealing with depression before. Maybe we should also think about that. So, or this person, she says, blamed her for their mental illness. Let's take that into consideration, you know, like, try to be a little more sensitive towards Black women is like an important thing to know.
Yeah.
You know?
True. They're always like, Black women can take anything. And I'm like, but
They're
do
so
we have
strong.
to?
I'm like, have you been a Black woman? No. So do you get
stressful.
it? No. Like,
why do we have to be strong all the goddamn time? You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe we want to do. Never mind. I was gonna say something weird.
I'm just saying, like, I even saw a tweet today where it was like, it was a Black man on Twitter, anyways, and he was like, Black women always want to be protected, but when do they protect Black men? But y'all not ready for that conversation. I was like, I dare you to look your Black mother in the face. I dare you. I dare you to look your Black mother in the face and say that same shit. I dare you.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever.
Exactly. It killed me. I was literally like, okay, but would you say this to your mother? Like, would you say this in her presence? No. Okay, man. That's all I needed to know.
Crazy. Anyway.
Skylar's doing a little jig in the corner there. Little shoulder dance.
How did Ryujin do that? She's just
I don't know.
so cool.
Yo,
She's insane for that.
Do it. Hold on. It's the you can't really see my shoulders because I'm in the sweatshirt, but I did it for real. Okay, anyways.
Oh, did our Artist of the Month come out? We should watch that. Oh,
I wish.
I
That's
hope
the
so. Let
queen.
me see.
If it came out, we'll watch it in the reactions.
Yes.
But speaking of
Segue. Do you want to look that up, by the way?
I will do that
It
right
didn't
now.
come out, y'all. It didn't come out.
Oh, it
yet.
didn't come out? She knows. She knows. Okay. So first up, reactions. Speaking of Twice, which we talked about earlier, we've got Scientist from their new album, Formula of Love.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it was a whole album.
Oh, yeah. Well, is it a full album, though? I don't know if it's a full album or a mini album. I love Sana's hair.
That like purple, dust purple kind of thing.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's giving Jin during his purple hair.
I was thinking rosé, but
Such a pretty hue.
I love Neon's outfit.
You know what? Hey, Neon's is pretty cute. I'm not crazy. Oh, that's cute.
Sets were really cool.
Okay. That little outfit's kind of sexy on Momo.
My favorite outfit though is the one. Well, I think Dayan looks really cute there, but she's got another outfit that comes on that I really like. That one. That's my favorite outfit in this video.
Oh, okay.
Like I'd actually wear that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Sana looks really cute though. I love Sana. I have a Sana photo card,
Oh.
but I need to get a Twice. I don't have any Twice albums.
See, I would actually buy Twice that last album they had, but I don't know if they sell that anymore.
Oh, they still have it. I almost bought Twice-tagram. Oh my god.
Oh, also Olivia, I'm getting into BB. She's pretty good. Yeah, I was like, oh, Olivia does like.
I have to acknowledge though, Cheon as Einstein is a cultural reset.
Chan's very lovable. There's a lot of, I don't know.
Twice rap line are so funny. I want them to have a subunit so bad. Well, we're getting Twice subunits, I think.
What makes you think that though?
I heard something about it. Hold on. Let me look it up.
I love when they dance in like office outfits. I just think it's so like badass.
Yes.
Period.
Me and the audience.
Oh my god, so many Twice members. That was cute.
Astro.
Our trot
All right.
king.
Yes. Okay, so next up we've got is this his solo debut?
Yes.
Okay, we've got my boy MJ solo debut. MJ is my Astro bias. Thought I should let y'all know. And he did a trot song, featuring I don't even know. I can't. Her name is in Korean. I can't read Korean, unfortunately. So she's like
yeah, I don't know her name.
10.
She's so cute though.
But you know who else is cute? I love his outfits in this.
I just love him. He's so cute. And like I know how much he loves Trot. So I'm like, you know, he was in a Trot group previously, actually, with other K-pop idols. Yeah, it was like him and 3 other K-pop idols. I don't remember what groups they were from, but he had a Trot band.
I love that blue suit though. It looks so good in it. Ah, there.
Dance. Dance.
His smile is so cute. It just makes me so happy.
He's so adorable. Okay, so I found it. So MJ was in a Trot boy group called the Super 5, and it was MJ, Pentagon's Huey, who else? Park Hyung-suk, OK Jin-wook, and
was it
a former... Huh?
Was it Hong-seok from Pentagon?
Park Hyung-suk? I don't know.
The one who was in the drama with Gary?
Oh, no, not him.
Not him.
Not
love
Hong-seok,
him.
but Hyung-suk. And Chu Hyuk-jin. Dance.
I love his outfits in this.
I did not know that Huey was the one from Pentagon who was in the Trot group. That's actually so interesting.
Okay, this
He's like super
the
talented.
The kid on himself.
Yeah. Yes.
Seen her
She's
in a
so
variety.
talented, though.
She's really
I think
talented.
she was in a variety show with Ateez. Like,
Really?
one of their little things. Yeah, she was like a Trot. Like she did a Trot thing.
She must be like a Trot singer. For real.
I know, I was like, is she the JoJo Siwa of Korea? But I don't think she's like that. Unless, like, I don't know, is she like targeted towards kids?
I don't think so. I think she's targeted towards everyone who just likes Trot.
I just love how much this matches his personality.
Yeah, exactly. His little sparkly jacket. I love MJ.
Oh, he's so cute.
I watched a reaction of all the Astro members watching it, and they were just like, this is so MJ. They were like, it almost annoys me, but it's so good. I was like, I was cracking up.
That's
They were like,
MJ.
it's literally him. Exactly. They were like, it's literally him. It was cracking me up.
Now, on the opposite end of things, we're going from very happy to very moody. We've got Mark Tuan's new solo song, Last Breath.
Let's go. Let's complete the GOT7. Well, I mean, it was already completed, but you know, Mark, extra comeback. I'm not gonna complain.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jin Young have a solo song?
Die.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Period. I haven't heard it yet.
I feel like you have though, no?
We listened to it on the show.
I don't think we listened to it on the show, but like me and Skylar listened to a lot. I feel like we would have shown you.
Yeah, this is good.
He looks so good.
He does.
I'm gonna read the lyrics this time. Oh wait, I don't need to. Damn. Whoa.
Well, he's trying to be big here. I mean, he signed at CAA.
This fits for him. This like emo, like I don't know. It fits for him.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I also feel like it feels very like angsty, very like kind of close to Kid Leroy, but a little different.
It's definitely a sound that's current, like right now. It matches Mark, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly, this is so good. And I could see them doing something similar with like even GOT7 if they so chose. I was thinking like I could see a Bam Bam feature or something in a song like this.
I could see a Bam Bam feature.
Right?
What is with GOT7 and like bad driving?
They're like
He was not saw that, I was like, damn, that was a long time to be looking down.
Yeah, I was like, you trying to be like Jackson in that other video?
That was very messed up. Okay, I was very concerned. I've heard this several times now. I think it grows on me the more I hear it.
I mean, it's a good song. Like, I don't know. Even if it doesn't appeal to your taste, like it's pretty solid. I think it's true to him. It's just what matters most. We've heard two good little emo songs, BM and him.
I really liked BM's emo song.
Yeah, I love BM. That was good.
Booty meat.
Speaking of BM, y'all see his little Instagram post? My man was basically naked.
No, you're done. You're done.
No,
Olivia,
he
you're
said
done.
that. Remember, BM's like, I like BM because it reminds me of booty meat.
Oh yeah, I thought you said big meat.
No, I said booty meat.
I was like, Olivia.
But can we talk about BM's recent post? Why are y'all ignoring me? My man
I just looked at his Instagram. What did he do?
I was like, excuse me?
Wait,
I saw it all over Twitter. He was like in a towel and like.
Oh, I did see that one.
Yes, exactly. Don't lie. Look at
I was like,
very see on my TV.
I did look at. This is the first time I was here.
Wonho's impact.
Yeah, I will admit,
Wonho got everyone out here naked.
I'm not gonna thirst over BM because I don't really thirst over here, but I'll just say, I'll admit, I did look at this photo for a very long time. Like, I was like,
I'm not gonna thirst for people, but I looked at this photo for a really long time.
I mean, I kind of do thirst over BM, just a little bit, but only recently. Only recently.
You know, you gotta have him do a candy shop.
I just came across a picture of BM and Hong Seok from Pentagon together, shirtless, just taking mirror selfies.
Hong Seok's got the best body. It's crazy. That man is so.
Sending to the group chat, you know, just in case, just for funsies.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. That man is beautiful.
Okay, what's our next reaction, Liv?
Oh my god!
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Woo! Okay, next up we've got BI Cosmos. Now, recently Skylar's been really into BI, so she's been really into Icon. Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were gonna react to the other thing I put in.
I'm not gonna lie. The first shot where he's like laying on the pillow sideways. I'm not gonna lie. At first, when I saw it, I was like, Bam Bam, and I was like, not Bam Bam. I do that every single time I watch this part. It's just because of the hair.
Yeah.
I love BI.
That part reminded me of Yeonjun in the I Know You Love Me video where he does a little dance.
It's in that Baekhyun video, the Get You Alone. And he's like singing
and then this set reminded me of the what's it called? Rose, yeah.
I love that video.
It's so rare that especially like a pop singer or a rapper can switch genres, and like to me they're still so impressive. But like I feel that way about BI. Like I still like this song, and he's just so talented. Everyone knows that. Like it's BI, but
yeah,
you know, like I love his music. His lyrics are so poignant.
Yeah.
Poignant, yeah.
It's so hard to say that word.
It is a really weird word. I constantly am someone who messes up words and pretends like I'm saying them right. No clue sometimes.
I love the editing of that too, like those close-ups.
Well, I like the coloring of this, and like whatever light filter they use. is very interesting to me. Like
Yeah.
the diffusion.
This was also shot by the same studio, which makes sense as Illa Illa. As you can see, like they probably got the same people that do the same look grading. Kind of reminds you of it too.
But like the happier version.
Yeah, literally. Now his music is like the new album. You guys should listen to it. It's much happier. Yeah.
Probably in a better place currently than when he was writing that first one, because you know, leaving Icon and everything. I'm sure a lot of those songs were influenced from that.
Yeah. Oh, but like the lyrics, so sweet.
Completely different vibe, but obviously that My Universe is bringing me to BTS's My Universe with Coldplay.
I definitely have seen this backlot on other K-pop videos.
Yeah.
I love when I, like, because, you know, when I watch movies from here, sometimes I recognize the backlots there. I'm like, oh, that's Universal, oh, that's Paramount, because, you know, you can go tour them. But, so it's interesting that I'm starting to see, like, oh, I know that one. Like, I've seen this before.
Yeah. Clearly, when they shot that flower scene, I feel like that, obviously that's green screen, like that little sky thing. I wonder if they did all those flowers and just like set them up on a stage.
Yeah, those are real.
Those are practical, yeah.
Yeah, those are practical.
But it's really cute how they did that, honestly. Like, I like that scene of them running too.
Yeah, they did a crazy practical flower set for
On the ground?
Stay Gold.
What's Stay Gold?
Like, it's it was BTS's Japanese album song that had a video. They had a crazy practical garden. It was insane.
Mm-hmm. But I think we want to talk about like music videos and like filmmaking techniques, and maybe we'll talk about that next week or something. But we were thinking of talking about that, and I just want to point out I just love what they do with sound stages on these music videos. It's really, really impressive because sometimes I feel like I'm watching, you know, movies that cost like, you know, 15 times as much as these music videos, and they're not building sets the way they're building on these, and it's just
I'm impressed by the sets they build for like Music Bank and like Inkigayo and stuff. I'm like, are you joking? Like, this is gonna stay up for what, 2 hours? And it's crazy. Like, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. But I was, they're kind of put up a little chinchily, because I was watching Wendy like jokingly pull on like a ice cream cone from their set, and it moved. She was like,
well, you know, June be breaking everything all the time trying to play games. But for Thrill Ride, the boys' like sets were kind of insane. They were awesome though. I loved
Blue
it.
Hour had really good sets.
Oh yeah, with the carousels. Yeah. But we'll definitely talk about the filmmaking and production of music videos soon, guys. Honestly, it's my fault we're not doing it. I was super tired. But we will do a very serious episode that's awesome and fun and very creative with directors of music videos and such.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got a new girl group, Billlie, and their debut, Ring Ring.
Look, I'm really rooting for them because, you know, it's my sister-in-law because I'm going to marry Moonbin. It's fine.
I rock with Billlie.
Sky likes them, and that's like an achievement. Sky doesn't like very many people. Fact.
I don't like being I don't like being honestly. It's not that I dislike them. It's not like she dislikes them. It takes a lot for them to spark Sky's interest, so it's promising that Billie's done that already.
telling me that they're a very performance-heavy girl group, and I think that's awesome. I would love to see more of that in the industry, and you can tell based on their choreo.
That's definitely what 4th Gen's going for more, you know, with ITZY and Aespa. They're trying to really get the girl groups to match up with the boy groups in terms of how hard they dance.
Yeah, but, to be fair though, Twice has amazing choreo, right?
Yeah,
like, we all love their.
But Twice's choreo is still very cute. Like, I feel like the 4th Gen groups are still going harder, but I do love Twice's choreo. I love Twice's choreo. I think they have of the 3rd Gen girl groups, they definitely like them and like Blackpink. I really love their choreo.
Yeah, I don't know.
I would argue that my favorite choreo for a girl group. Oh well, if we're talking 3rd Gen, then yeah, Blackpink. But if we're talking overall, I like Twice.
Yeah, I think I like Twice is the best. Like even generational.
Really, I like ITZY. I think ITZY is my favorite female dancer.
Okay, nice. I need to. They have great dances too. I need to watch them more.
Yeah, it seems very intense choreo sometimes, and it's lit. Wannabe was a literal cultural reset. That shit was great.
And Mafia in the Morning, that choreo is insane.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Daisy,
But yeah, sorry. Focusing on.
I will say, Billie's doing a lot of interesting things. Like, and they're incorporating a lot of things I've seen from other groups, especially more recently. I feel like a lot of groups are incorporating like hand signals or like stuff like that into their choreo.
Yeah, I think they're so. I listened to their whole album. I really like their album. I also think their choreo is interesting. And also, this sounds a little like J-pop, and it sounds, you know, it's a lot going on, but I don't know, it's like appealing. Like, to me, it works. It's like cohesive. Like, sometimes I hear some songs that are a little all over the place, but
experimental.
Experimental. But this is This is actually experimental.
Does the rest of the album sound like this though?
No, apparently not.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
See, it's not your style.
It's some people's taste. It's not for others.
It's not for everyone. I just think it sounds so whimsical sometimes, and like they also have such a great vocal line. I really like them. I like their lore too.
But why did they have to do the pizza thing?
Olivia,
Their lore
that's a
does not
prejudice
even.
that you hold.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's a
it's
prejudice that I hold. I'm prejudiced.
It's like ridiculous. Like honestly, I don't even know. It was one photo. Like
and doesn't SM own their company?
When the boys.
they don't even. They're nothing like that.
No, I know,
remember-
but SM owns their company,
remember-
right?
Yeah, they do.
I remember when the boys got like dragged because of a wall. Not even joking.
Dude, yo, you know who got
that
dragged recently?
similar.
This one was cracking me up. NCT, they just released their new like NCT 2021 teaser, and they're on an escalator. And then all these people were like, "Oh my god, can you stop ripping off TXT?" Because they were in an escalator
Like,
in that
I'm
one.
out. Yeah, I'm out.
And that
You're
one
done.
teaser-
You're done. Cause like what?
I was like,
teaser?
yes, yes.
I'm dead. Well, that's like literally they put Sunwoo from the boys in a room with some like albums and like I don't even know, an instrument, and they were like, why are you stealing from BTS? And that green wall looks just like the green wall from the room that Tay designed for B. And I was like, I guarantee you this shit was cheap. And they were like,
Literally.
throw
Well,
him
don't you
in a
know,
room with some
Hybe
shit in it.
invented the color green dairy products and the escalator.
And walls.
And,
And walls.
And walls, violins, all of it. Like, I was literally like, y'all gotta be joking. And they were not joking. And I was like, this is crazy. And they were just like, this is how it works here. And I was
Sometimes,
like,
guys, acknowledge that your group did not invent a concept, and sometimes it's not even a concept. It's just a piece from the concept, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that is
It's not even like the whole basis. Like, again, if they had people running through like hallways and they actually like killed the pizza guy, I would actually be like, now y'all just doing some
No,
crazy
that's true.
shit.
I'm mostly joking.
like-
It was just because it was really funny on Twitter because they were like, "Come on, guys, Red Velvet didn't invent pizza concepts," and then everyone was like, "Not only did Red Velvet invent pizza concepts, they invented pizza and the country of Italy." And
Yeah.
but they were like being stupid, so it was funny.
Yeah, I just think, are you really going to drag someone and like be rude over things like a wall? Come on now. Let's not, prove everyone who hates K-pop stans right, which is a lot, which is most of Twitter. Like,
No, every time you do something annoying, just know a K-pop stan hater gets their wings.
Exactly. They're sitting there like, I told you, look at them.
Told you, and I'm like, yeah, you did. You right. I can't even defend them.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we've got Eric Nam's "Any Other Way" music video.
I'm not gonna lie, I went to North Carolina once and was so glad when I was like, this was filmed in the Carolinas, and you can tell because of the specific moss that hangs from the trees. Like,
but is this verified as being filmed in the Carolinas?
I think it is.
Because they have those trees in Georgia as well.
And he's from Atlanta, as we know.
Yeah. But I have no idea. This could be like Jekyll Island or one of the islands in Georgia, or it could be Carolina. I don't know. Kind of looks like it could be. I don't know. I've never been to the North. Actually, I have.
I've been to North Carolina.
Yeah. I've just been to Charlotte. Not this.
I went to Raleigh, so it didn't look like this at all.
I went to Charlotte too. Or not. No, I didn't. I'm lying. I went to Charleston.
That's in South Carolina.
Well, that's where I was.
She's like, well, same thing.
It's the same shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That to me is the same shit. Like,
hey, I'm not gonna disrespect you Carolinians that way. I know it's not the same. And I don't know the difference, but I know it's the same.
No, when I went to Raleigh, and it was like the food there was so dope. I even had Japanese food there, and it was really good.
Yo, tell me the difference between
really
North and South Dakota, and then I'll believe that there's a difference between North and South Carolina.
I should check out Raleigh.
Let's talk about Eric Nam just vibing, like his little dance moves. He just be like vibing.
No, he's on his Harry Styles, Mick Jagger shit. I love it.
Like we're all here to vibe. And the song,
I like that.
I love this song.
I love when they're vibing.
More K-pop groups, more K-pop music where they're just
I love Eric Nam.
I think he's so cute.
He's so cute. And I first saw him on the show on Netflix called Somebody Feed Phil, where this guy like goes around. Yeah, and he goes around the world and like eats a bunch of different food with a bunch of different people. And in the Korea episode, he went and got Korean fried chicken with Eric Nam. And then on the last episode, it was him and Irene Kim and Eric Nam, and they all got Korean barbecue. It was so cute. Now I've been a fan of all of them since.
I watch. I'm a fan of Dive Studio, so that's Eric.
Same.
I was just watching.
I saw him first on his podcast.
Right. I was watching a conversation with him today, rewatching actually the one he had with Jamie, who I actually like as well. Honestly, all the American K-pop stars are so easy to connect to, probably because it's like there's not really a boundary there because they're also American and they like, it's easy to listen and like understand them. But I really like all of them. I don't think there's any of them I like am not a fan of,
Yeah, when he talked to the boys, he was very friendly, and again got along the best I think with Eric, also the American.
Yeah, definitely. I see that as well in his interviews. Like, I don't know, it's more of it's like it's an easy connection always when you have something in common, like as far as nationality.
Hmm. But also, he's just like such a friendly guy. Like I was watching his interview with Ten. You know, I love my boy
Mhm.
10, and he just seems so friendly and open, and so
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all his interviews are great. I watched a bunch of his with Jin Jin because I found out they were friends. Eric Nam is literally friends with everyone. Everyone
Yeah,
loves
he
Eric
knows
Nam. I
everyone.
literally only recently learned that him and like Suga are friends and that Suga wanted to start a book club and Eric was like, yo, I can't read Hangul like that. Can we not read full Hangul novels? Like
He's friends with Eric knows literally
yeah, he did a song
Jahar
with
and Shane
Wendy.
knows everyone. Like everyone.
what a beautiful, personable soul. We love Eric Nam.
We
My
love
favorite
Eric
quote from
Nam.
him, though, will forever be, "Your dog speaks Chinese?" Him and Amber Lou, that was so funny.
I
Oh
mean,
my
he
gosh.
was named 2016 Man of the Year by GQ Korea. That's like
Well, there you
Really?
go.
a feat.
Now,
Yeah.
now we in his home country need to rep Eric Nam harder. I think it kind of makes me so upset that a lot of like the music industry just like I feel like I hope that K-pop being big here opens up the opportunity for Asian Americans to be
Asian
repped by
Americans
American
to be,
companies.
make a name for themselves among, like,
Definitely.
stars here. I really feel like they deserve that. Like the fact that so many of them literally emigrate to places like Korea, usually mainly just Korea, in order to like make their careers. And like a bunch of Asian people in general, not even just Koreans, go there now to make their careers in music is very like telling.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Japan definitely has its own scene too, though.
but
I
I
mean,
feel like
every country has its own scene, but
yeah.
the more global scale to stardom, I think, exists in Korea currently.
Like Mark Twan's not even Korean; he's Chinese, and he had to go to Korea to. He's Chinese American, had to go to Korea to be famous, and it's like it's really unfortunate. But now he's coming here, and he's signed with CAA, so you know.
There you go.
There you go. Y'all remember Far East Movement? I was just thinking about them the other day.
Hmm.
Remember Fly Like a G6?
Oh yes.
That was short lived, but that song was a
like
bop
even
in
Steve
6th grade.
Aoki is really like say one of the main Asian musicians that we have here. And he's not even like from here. He lives here though now.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sid have talked about that. It's kind of like odd simply because the like Asian Americans, like Americans, like that needs to be more. There's definitely an audience here, and I think they should be more celebrated. Because even the artists that are big here, they're not Asian Americans either. Like like even like on 88 Rising, they're like most of the artists that are big on the label aren't even like Asian American.
Well, we were specifically talking about is it Jamin, that rapper who was signed to
yeah, he's so American.
He's so American. Me and Skylar were talking about him and we were like we were almost like
that man is too
like,
damn American.
Yeah, like the culture shock it must be to go to Korea.
Chungha, she's from Texas.
Yeah. And like
wasn't she born in Korea though?
A language.
Yeah. And then she went to Texas, and then she went back.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
Jamin's so young and so American, and like, I'm very interested to see how his career goes in Korea.
Jamin reminds me of I went to school with. Like, that's how.
Like, and I'm sure that transition is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's vice versa. It's not necessarily an easy transition. So
yeah,
really not.
And we learned a lot about that this year. How many people feel alienated and like othered, and that shit is crazy because so many Asian Americans grow up here and live here and are from so many different communities. They deserve to
And it's
be
not
safe
just like
and
they're like
recognized in
second
that.
generation only. I think a lot of people think of Asian Americans as only being like first and second generation, but Asian Americans have been here almost, you know, as long as there's been like a huge influx of immigration in like the 1800s, you know.
Yeah.
In California, there's a very old Asian population. Even in like rural Georgia, apparently, there's like a huge there's like a Chinese population, which I found really interesting. I watched a documentary on that. So it's
Really?
yeah, and then like, you know, like you hear their accents, you would have no idea if you just like listen to them. So it was very interesting. I'll send it to you. It was cool. It was like a group of like Chinese American cattle ranchers in the South who had been here.
Yeah, have you guys kind of? I was thinking about this one film that reminded me of that as well that came out recently. I don't know.
I was
Also,
thinking about it. I was thinking about it
shout
too.
out to films because they're in films we're getting all the Asian American narratives right now, which is amazing. And everyone go see Blue Bayou. That's one of my favorite films of the year. It's so good.
Yeah, but Shang-Chi was like my least favorite movie here.
Okay. There's buy me other Asian American.
Girl, I like Shang-Chi more than I like the Eternals. I'll say
that's
that.
not saying much about either movie then.
Well, wait, there's another one, y'all. What is the one that Steven Yeun was in? And I was okay with that movie, but Blue Bayou was my favorite of the year. One of my favorite films. Minari. Minari was an Asian American film.
Oh, and I loved The Farewell. I know everyone's kind of iffy on Awkwafina now, but I loved that movie. I thought that movie was so. And then it was in the foreign film category. I was like, that is so fucking racist.
Yeah.
So
same
mad.
thing happened to Minari. It was similar. I was like, the shit was literally set in America. Like, come on. Can it be more transparent? But whatever.
Yeah. Like, okay, I guess, you know, British films don't get considered foreign, even though they're from a foreign country, but you make an Asian American film and it gets in the foreign category. It drives me crazy. It's so blatantly racist. All right, and finally, our last video is a suggestion from Skylar, another BI. Uncertainty, the Beauty of Youth. Ooh, it's like a little short film for his new album for Cosmos.
Can you guys guess what the meaning of his name BI is?
No. I was trying to think of something funny and I couldn't.
The way I was only watching and not thinking at all. Sorry. What?
It was like big intestines.
It's very literal. I'll tell you guys another time.
Oh, like B,
well, now I wanna know.
like to be, like B, and then like I.
Being me.
Yeah, no, literally it's similar what Sid said. It's B as in BE space I. He said in his words. Oh yeah, you. Yeah. He said in his words. That's
why I said it, because of her explanation. I was like, oh,
okay. He said kind of cringy, but I like it, and I thought that was so cute. I don't think it's cringy. I was like, he said, "Be myself."
Oh, if that's cringy, Jin's literally called Jin because Moonbin thought he looked like a cartoon dog in Korea. So there's that.
Oh shit, that's his rap. Wait. Okay, I want to give BI my little focus. As if I had
the Christmas lights are back. Motif. Sorry, had to connect it back to the other video.
Oh, I didn't even.
Oh, it's the same girl too.
And the girl.
Oh, look at them having fun.
Was that a pizza? Was that a lasagna? What the heck was that?
Yeah, what was that? That what was that? I want to try that.
Oh.
I hope there's more music videos. I guess there will be, huh? It should be.
Oh.
This is cute.
Whoa.
Oh, with that.
I really like this.
I feel like Mother probably shot this too.
Oh, this is so cute. Where'd the water come from?
It's raining. It's raining while the sun's
randomly.
out. That happens, okay?
You're right. Ew. I don't know if I would ever do that, but I like
What, lie down in the rain?
authentic-
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's
Like how-
cuter in theory.
Right, exactly.
Like kissing in the rain. I don't know how actually like good that sounds.
Yeah. Ooh. Your clothes
I'm
are
sorry, wet clothing just sounds gross. I hate the
Yeah.
idea of being in and standing in wet clothing.
Yeah. Now
Just stand.
they do have a
by-
towel and a warm jacket, like a PA standing
Waiting
there
for
waiting
them.
for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's not too
So,
bad.
and they're usually those big puffer jackets.
Yeah. I was watching the behind the scenes of that TVXQ, well, you know's music video with Silgi, and they had like a blanket and they tied, those little hot packs. They had taped it around on a blanket, like a bunch of them, and like wrapped her.
They should.
I was like, damn. But I know how many of those I've used on set in Boston, so.
Beantown.
I had like 2 in my shoe and like bunch in my pocket. Yeah, those are invaluable. Well, that's
Right.
We're
anyways,
done.
that's it for today's socks. I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun doing this one. If you had a lot of fun watching, please give us a like and a subscribe, and follow us on whatever podcast service you're listening to us on, if you're listening to us on a podcast service. And I've also left some questions and polls on Spotify and on Anchor that you can answer, so go answer some of those, and we will see you next week. Bye.